Good day, and welcome to our shared discussion of the United Fruit Company's values, ethics, and principles. Today we'll have a very brief but important discussion on the values that this company adheres to and things that we will want leadership, managers, and workers to share in their principled behavior and their ethical conduct of business. United Fruit has been an employer, influencer, and responsible corporate citizen in the international produce industry for well over 100 years. We have benefited from and indeed endowed benefit to the companies, countries, and communities with whom we've had a very beneficial relationship for again well over 100 years. We recognize that with such influence comes a commensurate level of responsibility, of accountability, indeed a duty that extends from employer to employee, employee back to the employer, and indeed to our customers, shareholders, and partners. Indeed, the biblical admonition for countries, for peoples, for corporations who have such an influence is to give as much as one gets. With the level of success we've had comes again, commensurate responsibility to use that profit, to use that success in a way that honors God and does good for the people that we interact with. While United Fruit can indeed be proud of its long and successful relationship with its stakeholders and partners, we must, from a sense of ethical responsibility and a duty to be fully transparent, admit to past mistakes and indeed misdeeds of some individuals in our corporate leadership structure. Those misdeeds have been accounted for and the requisite penalties that were due have been paid, and we seek to move on with a commitment to honesty and transparency. United Fruit has been proud of its efforts again to provide employment to and offer infrastructure improvements for communities, which really means the people and families of the nations and communities with whom we've been privileged to do business with. What United Fruit would like you as an employee to appreciate, and indeed a principle to embrace, might be unique in your employment history. For us, profit is an outcome of a principled pursuit of excellence, not the primary objective of our business. Ethical behavior is the rule, not the exception in our company. That applies to executives, managers, and employees indeed at all levels. Respect, courtesy, civility, and professionalism are non-negotiable expectations of this company. The corporate work environment will be one that respects the individual and that is indeed a friendly and enjoyable place to work. At United Fruit, leaders at all levels of management are problem solvers who use their skills, their experience, and their personal investment in this company to find ways to overcome challenges. Leaders are accountable, indeed ones who deflect the credit for their team's success and believe in absorbing the responsibility for the team's mistakes. Please understand, we will not hold an employee accountable for something they did not do if that is indeed a negative outcome. But leaders should seek to grow other leaders and seek to have their team's success at the forefront of their values and priorities. Problem solving has to be a collective effort for United Fruit leaders at each level of management. Corporate social responsibility is a philosophy common in today's commercial workspace. For United Fruit, it is an expectation. Implementing, sustaining, and maturing a corporate social responsibility-based environment has a myriad of benefits, but it can be challenging to implement in the pluralistic society that we exist in today. United Fruit must and will seek to advance its long-term value, sustainability, and reliability by adhering to and employing CSR in its management and operational philosophy. Corporate social responsibility is, by definition, an extension of individual responsibility. You will be empowered while expected to live up to these values. Every supervisor, every leader, whatever the level he or she may exist in the corporate environment, will empower those they work with and those who work for them to adhere to these values. Leadership is key to United Fruit's ability to innovate and to grow. Transparency fuels leadership innovation and expands the capacity for leaders, partners, stakeholders, and employees to team with and cooperate with each other to sustain existing business success and to position our company for success in the future. Beyond the assets the company has on its ledger, and even beyond the capacity that our company has to extend long-term profitability, the most valuable asset and resource our company possesses is you, the creativity that you as an employee bring to the table, the intelligence, the skill, the adaptability, the commitment to your personal success as well as your company's success. That level of trust and reliance brings a commensurate accountability. Implemented properly, it builds trust, credibility, and the vulnerability needed to risk new product innovations and to build our capacity to grow and to innovate, not only leaders, but our product and services. Business excellence is a management philosophy that fuels growth, matures leadership, and sustains excellence in business performance. Indeed, United Fruit believed in business excellence before it was codified as a management ideal, and now asks its executives, managers, and indeed employees at all levels to embrace excellence in their work. United Fruit leaders and managers, irrespective of their personal beliefs, will operate on the principle the Bible lays out for those in authority. Biblically based management helps preclude stress, futility, and isolation. Supervisors and workers, as equally valued members of the United Fruit team, will work within biblically defined lines of authority to contribute and be rewarded for the success of the company. Long before labor laws prompted companies, indeed mandated companies, to look at the welfare of their individuals, to look at employees as those with a right to a healthy and safe workplace, God directed leaders to look out for the welfare of those within their area of responsibility, indeed in their charge. United Fruit believes in this principle and will insist that its supervisors, leaders, and managers, irrespective of their personal faith system, adhere to these principles of courtesy and care. United Fruit cannot rest on its long history of profitability and success, but must rather accommodate, from a forward-looking perspective, an increasingly complex and dynamic business environment. A business environment that is global in its reach, instant in its demand for flexibility, and responsive to an increasingly sophisticated buying public. Excellence, expressed in a dynamic and flexible operational model, enhances the capability to navigate an ethically diverse, culturally distinct, and intricately situated multinational workplace. As has been stated already, leaders of United Fruit in the past have sacrificed the moral imperative of honesty for the immediate gratification of profit. Profit is more than the acquisition of money, power, and prestige. As the Bible says, "For what does it profit a man if he gain the whole world and lose his soul?" United Fruit now stands, as it always should have, for a business that seeks to create profit for its customers, its employees, its shareholders, and indeed its community in an ethically and principally sound manner. We will hold ourselves accountable for our behaviors. We'll be transparent in the way that we operate. And for your benefit and for your immediate consideration, most importantly, we will ask you to do the same. Unethical behavior, dishonesty, theft will not be tolerated. And we look forward to you being a part of a team that not only, again, pushes this company into its future of success and long-term profitability, but reinforces and indeed sets a new bar for a company that is accountable and transparent and indeed a responsible corporate citizen, one that presents a model and a witness of integrity and honesty from the chief executive down to the frontline employee. Welcome to our company.